Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tavern. My name's Jay, and back for another segment of Tavern Talking Craft. So, right now, again, working on the paw. I have finger done, side done. I gotta get this done, which is halfway being done. Then I gotta get all of this done, and then I got one paw done. So, first off, this will be the second day of the new year, so yay, I guess. I don't know. I don't really picture New Year's as like something that's just gonna like make a big change. But but I would say for me, it's a way to, especially me doing videos, it's a way to reflect a lot of the things I've done, a lot of things I want to do, and I guess I'm gonna use this video to just say things I want to actually improve on in terms of like say things I want to do, my habits, and things I have to slowly change. Because I see a lot of people who like say it's a new year, it's a new me. I actually got I actually saw a tweet from my cousin that said that, and it's like, and the way she puts it is, yeah, it's not a thing. You can't just say new year, new me, because you're not gonna just change overnight. You're not, unless something drastic happens, you're not changing overnight. And for that drastic thing to happen, it has to be like near death. But there are things I want to work on for this year. And since this is going to be the first video for this year of just Tavern Talking Craft, I figured I'd just let you all know. So, for one, I'm going to be doing a lot more creative stuff. So, a lot more art. I wish I didn't have this long thread at this point. So yeah, more sewing, more art. I'm gonna be working with Blender as I've been saying before. I still have to. I learned the basics, and from there I'm gonna start actually making a kiwi as soon as I figure out textures and all of that. With that said, the one thing I'm gonna be doing for this new year is I'm gonna take the time to build my brand, the Bunny Tavern, as you've seen. That'll be one. I'm gonna make it into a channel and I guess place like on Discord, on locals, on many other like I guess like talking sites or whatever. But just like a place you can come to where there's no hate, none of that bullshit, a lot of honesty, a place where you just come in, hang out, worry free, stress free, reduce your stress, and overall just have fun and be yourself. That's what I want to do with my brand. Just a place you come to hang out, to chill, to pretty much just overall have fun, while also finding like-minded people who partake in like a lot of things you like. For example, I like crafting, I like making things, and I try to find people I usually wouldn't talk to on the internet, but try to see if I can like find people who are interested in crafting, so I can get ideas. One, two, meet new people and talk about like a hobby I like that I enjoy, and just like enjoy some company while I make things, because sometimes just making things can be a chore, when you're not really, not when you're not into it, but when it just becomes something monotonous. So I'll be working a lot more with that. Two, I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be try to like make more, but at the same time see if I can't do start doing some commissions for some other things I do. I'm not the best there is, not by a long shot, but I'm gonna improve myself to the point where I can be as good as I want to be. And the way to do that is I have to improve my habits. So I'm already to the point where some sometimes out of the day I sit down, watch a few YouTube videos, start sewing. Something to like watch as I sew. Or I tend to do this, talk to you guys as I sew, make a video, and just like thoroughly enjoy myself. I actually do like these segments because not only do I get to make something that I like making, I get to share it with you guys. For those that do watch, I get to hear your thoughts and opinions, and tips and tricks and all that, and just generally learn. I also want this brand to be a brand where you can come in with any hobby, or if you don't have a hobby, maybe learn a hobby or something. Just like learn something, bring something positive to your life, because right now there's a lot of negative in the world, quite literally a lot of negative in the world, and people are at this point so panicky that they don't know what to do. I don't tend to panic. I don't see the point in panicking when really panic. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird in a sense because I don't panic. I improve, or I look at what could have been done and work on it better. I'm weird in that regards because again, I don't panic. I don't tend to like overreact. I don't let things get to me. And that's one of the things I've seen with people lately, especially on Twitter, where a lot of minor things get to them, but they're not thinking clearly as to like, am I wrong or am I right? But again, I'm I'm losing thought. I'm losing my thought here. But yeah, I want this channel both on Twitch, YouTube, and wherever else you see it, Discord, locals, to just be like a place where you come in, relax, enjoy yourself. Either A, you enjoy my gameplay, you enjoy my art, you enjoy these segments here, and just overall, just like enjoy yourself. Maybe as like with these segments, even if you're not watching, you're listening and you're doing something in the background, like maybe I don't know, sewing. You're probably sewing yourself, maybe something else, and just listening to me ramble on about my general experiences, my life, my hobbies, a lot of other things I like doing that maybe inspire you to pick something up. I would say this for those that do watch, invest in a hobby. I know right now everything seems bleak, where you probably don't have money to do much of anything. But a hobby doesn't have to cost anything. For me, my hobby actually does cost me money because one, is sewing. I need materials to sew constantly. But I would say this: my first hobby was actually origami, the art of paper folding. I've done it so much. I've done it in school when I was in school. I've done it in school. I've done it at home. Hell, I even made like some Christmas decoration with my origami. And I enjoyed it. I like making things because I was I felt I was contributing something, but at the same time I didn't. At the same time, it's more this. It wasn't that I was contributing. It was that I was doing something. I was keeping busy, and I was learning. I guess. I guess with origami, I was learning how to be patient, careful, no rush. Make sure everything is in order, following instructions. There's a lot to a hobby than people actually think, and I think a hobby would actually help a lot of people in many different scenarios. For example, I would say what I'm doing right now probably helps with, I guess, a lot of mental disabilities, a lot of mental health issues, because I see myself as every time I make something, I'm slowly learning a skill, and then at some point I can apply said skill into, hold up, let me just do this right now. I can apply said skill into, say, a job. So I'm sewing. I'm learning how to sew. Well, I'm not even learning how to sew anymore. I'm just sewing. And because I can make things, because I want to make things, I can make things. It can become something I can use to get a job. Where at? I don't know. Maybe like my local Hobby Lobby, Joanne Fabrics. Maybe start my own business. Possibly like tailoring and whatnot. But I can essentially use it to kind of like boost myself up in a way. Now, that aside, at some point I also plan on streaming more of this, more of me or more of my art and other things. Gameplay art, me just making things. Mostly because I like making things. There's no other there's nothing else to it. I like making things. Sorry, I heard something. Yeah, I like making things. I really do. I find it enjoyable, and I think it all started when I was young, because my dad would actually make a lot of things. Like he'll make drums, maracas. What else? He would draw. The way he draws was, I to me it was the most amazing thing ever. And he draws with like such accuracy, and it's almost like a portrait. He also took me to some of his side jobs, which was a contract. It was essentially a contracting job. I call it. He calls it a side job. I call it a side job because even though he was making money with it, he didn't do it often enough. But he took me on some of those side jobs, and my love for crafting just kind of grew from there. Not even just crafting, making things. Because what he essentially made was extra rooms. He did tiling. He knows how to put up a wall, sheetrock, all that. Knows how to use wood. Can make frames, mirrors. he can do a lot of stuff, and it was amazing that he can just do it, and then would just get it done within like a few days. I often found that to be quite amazing, and the fact that he does get it done within a few days within the house, or like the apartment, I should say. I've always at that actually like cemented more of my love for making things, because essentially he wasn't just making things for himself, he was making it for pretty much the family. If it'll be either for me, for my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, just the family. And so I want to make things. I like making things. I also want to make a place where people feel comfortable doing what they want to do, and for people to just like to find a hobby they like, and to find like-minded people within a group. Again, I suggest people just, you don't have to follow my suggestion, but just a hobby. A hobby that isn't just video games. I play games a lot, but to me, games is more of an escape than a hobby. That's what games are to me, an escape. Hobbies can be an escape as well, but hobbies could also lead more into a job you want to do. So I would say a hobby could be like web design, comics, making comics, web design, what I'm doing here, making a game. Not just playing games, but like making a game. A nice story driven game, or like an action packed game, something you put your heart and soul into. Something you can be proud of. To me, that's what a hobby is. And if you can do that, then honestly, you'll be a lot better off than a lot of other people who don't have like who don't have a goal in mind, who's just trying to get by essentially. Because at some point, those who have hobbies can essentially make their own job. Those, I guess it's this. A hobby is for those who want to work hard, who want to make something of themselves, or for those who want to find some enjoyment and pride in the things they make. Like, for example, the ears that I'm wearing. I made these, I feel proud of them, and I wear them in all of my videos and all of my streams. The same thing with my tail. In fact, the tail I'm so proud of, to the point where I leave the tail on my shorts or pants, depending on what I'm wearing at the time. They don't move, they don't come off. They're pretty much a belt loop, but I don't take it off. And I just leave it on. And then I just put on the pants, walk around with my tail. That's it. And there's nothing else to it. So I guess, but that's me getting off track there. So I guess for this year, what I want to do is I want to focus on my brand. I want to focus on growing my channels, both Twitch and YouTube, and Odyssey. I don't promote that much. I don't promote Odyssey that much because I just forget to. But my videos do go on Odyssey as well. Not my streams. My streams just stay on YouTube. But I do stream on Twitch. But yeah. Simply put, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible, but simply put, what I want to grow my channel. I want to focus on my channel. I'm still gonna keep my job, my day job, but I'm gonna be focusing more on. I'm gonna focus on my job, one, because I like my job. I think it's fine. But two, I'm gonna focus on my channel, my branding, my crafts, and a lot of what I want to do. Sometimes I want to sew, sometimes I want to play games, sometimes I just want to make something. But at the end of the day, I I take pride in what I do because I like doing what I do. I like making things. I like serving people. As I would say, I don't like people, but I like making things for people. And I guess the takeaway from this video, we'll get to that in a bit. So I want to focus on all of that. Just moving on up, improving myself, making progress with everything I do. That's essentially what I want to do. And I have to put in effort and a lot of it. So in the near future, within the year, I say, I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna start doing a lot of things. I'm gonna be using my money, the money I get from my job and any other sources of income, to just get everything I need to make what I want to do more efficient. And at this point, this is where I'll just say, here's the takeaway. The takeaway is this: get a hobby that you enjoy, but also try out different hobbies to see what you like. You never know what you like, and you never know how much you'll like it until you give it a try. And another thing is, don't be afraid to fail. I'll say this: you will fail a lot, but that is quite literally a part of growing, a part of making progress and improving. You can't improve if you never fail. That's pretty much it. And I guess with that, that's pretty much it. So next time you see this, I'll probably have this done, and part of that, my other paw is right under there. That'll be done that'll be started. And with that, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. If you do like my content, I don't promote myself. I'm going to start doing more promotions. If you do like my content, please subscribe, follow, all that other good stuff. Give me a like if you like the content, and leave a comment down below of anything anything. Any feedback, any ideas, just whatever's on your mind. And with that, the tavern is now closed. I shall see you all later.